Hi, everybody. It's me, Francesca, and I am going to take you on a Google Map trip through Mammoth and several other locations in Mammoth or next to it. And my family and I would go to Mammoth 1 to 3 times a year before my grandpa got sick to go fishing and enjoy the scenery and just have lots of fun. So, first place I'm going to take you is Mammoth Lakes. And here is a photo. When you first enter Mammoth, you will see a giant mammoth statue. This is a side view of it, and this is a front view of it. If you want, you're allowed to take a picture in front of it, and also here is a visitor center area, so you can get maps, fishing information, lodging information, campsites, etc. And if you don't like fishing, you can go during winter and you could do skiing, snowboarding, ice fishing, etc. Next, I'm going to take you to 1849 condos where me, my grandma, and grandpa stayed all the time when we went to Mammoth. Over here is a storage area. So they put extra blankets, pillows, that sheets, comforters over there, and sometimes in one of these they have games, so like different types of board games. And then if you look over here, they have like puzzles or cards, checkers, chess, that sort of thing over in that area. And when I went there, they supplied cable, and they also have movies. They have VHS or DVDs. They have a VHS player and DVD player combined. You could go to the front desk and check out movies, or you could see what your condo has and watch those movies. This is what the outside of the condos look like. And this is the kitchen. It's very small, but it is very functional. Then we also went to the Hot Creek Trout Hatchery. And what a trout hatchery is it looks like this, and there are trout in here, and it is to help the trout population go up so it can be at a steady incline. And when the trout reach a specific age or size, they are released back out into the lakes. That's why sometimes when you go fishing, you have to do catch and release, or if you go to specific lakes, they have a certain size that you can take the fish. So for the lakes we went fishing at, it had to be 12 feet or larger to keep. If it was smaller than that, we had to release it. Then the start of the June Loop is the Gull Lake Campground. And within June Loop, there are about 3 to 6 lakes all in a huge circle. Then the other lake we liked fishing at was Silver Lake because this one was one of the lakes in the June Loop, and it was one of the lakes where we caught the most fish. So it was easy to find a spot and just wait because fishing's a waiting game. It doesn't happen instantaneously. We never used boats. We just got folding chairs and set that up with our tackle box and fishing poles. Then we also went to Twin Lakes a few times, but not that much. We mostly just went on the bridges or took a photo like this on the road and just looked at the Twin Lakes. Then we also went to Lake Crowley, but we didn't really go fishing here that much. We mostly just came by and looked at it and took in the scenery, and then we would leave and go to another lake to go fishing. But there's a lot of activities you can do here. Then we went to Lake Mary once or twice to actually go fishing, but most of the time we just would go by it and take in the scenery. Mostly we didn't go fishing at Lake Mary because Lake Mary was one of the first lakes in the June Loop, like that you pass in order to get into it. And it would be completely frozen over in winter or like starting to melt mid-spring. So it was very hard lake to go fishing in. So we just would stop, look at it, and then carry on. Now I'm going to take you to Bodie, which is a ghost town. If you like ghost towns, you'll like Bodie because it's a giant ghost town and it's so big you can't finish it in a day. And we actually had to leave a little early because a rainstorm was coming in and we wanted to be at our condo when it started raining or snowing. But yeah, Bodie is a really good ghost town to go and see if you like ghost towns. And some are closed off to visitors and some aren't in like certain areas in the ghost town. And I'm going to show you a brochure that they have. And they also have one in Spanish. The mission of California State Parks is to provide for the health, inspiration, and education of the people of California by helping to preserve the state's extraordinary biological diversity, protecting its most valued natural and cultural resources, and creating opportunities for high-quality outdoor recreation. Bodie, a town so lawless that in 1881 it was described as "a sea of sin, lashed by the tempests of lust and passion." And Bodie was also a mining town. I recommend going to the church building and also here because you can go into the church or like open the door and see the inside of the church and just take a look, but not really sit down, just go in and look. And then here is you can look inside the windows and see stuff that was left on the tables. A lot of houses like this had like teacups or coffee cups or dishes with food on them, and it's still there. The food looks petrified. And then here's a list of please remember. And then here is a map of Bodie Ghost Town, and you can see it's giant and you can't finish it in a day. but if you want to see the whole one, you could probably finish it in a day to 3 days. But like I said, if you like ghost towns, you'll like Bodie. Then we also went to Yosemite, and Yosemite is a beautiful place to visit. And you can also stay in Yosemite if you want. You don't have to stay in Mammoth, but you could stay in Yosemite. They're not right next to each other, but it's about like a 30-minute to an hour drive. Then this is a hotel or a type of hotel that is one of the buildings that you drive by when you go into Yosemite. We never stayed here, but we had dinner there one day, and then we went back to our condo. It's very pretty. I always liked it, but we never stayed here. We just ate there. Then we visited Bridal Falls, and that's what it looks like. We didn't go up the falls, we just went like right here and took a picture. Then we visited Half Dome. Just took a picture of it. This is like where we were at the bottom of the lake and took a picture there. We didn't go hiking to get to the top of it or anything like that. And we also saw the Devil's Postpile, which is also very interesting. This was all formed by lava. And that's the very tippy top of the postpile, what it looks like. Then I'm going to take you to some good food restaurants. My family like Gomez's Mexican restaurant, and they have wonderful food. They serve anything from chicken to seafood and everything in between. They have a drink menu, a food menu, a happy hour menu, and a kids menu, and their food is delicious. If you like Mexican food or seafood, this is a restaurant to go to. And then we also went to Bobby's Burger, but it's now called the Burger Restaurant. And it's good, but you have to like burgers or sandwiches or salads, and you have to have a specific taste to like this restaurant, but it is a good restaurant. And the last place I'm going to take you is to Toomey's. We went here like 1 to 2 times. We didn't go here that much, but their food is delicious also. And they serve basically anything. And this presentation was used with Google Maps and Google Map Images. I hope you enjoyed watching the video.